I spent the last many months trying 12 different side hustles, from Instagram content creation to client work and also affiliates and digital products. Some were exciting, some were just transactional, and some taught me a lot of lessons, and some were a terrible failure. But 4 of them actually made me money, and that's what we'll learn about in this video today. I break down everything that I learned and how I would do it differently if I were to start now. Before I get into which one worked and which one did not, I would like to share that I did not go in with a team, as I am an individual person and all of this was tried just by me. I did not have a fancy budget or a 10 people team, etc. Also, I did not spend money on ads or promoting my services. I just want to try out different options and see, can I really make money out of this, or is it all just a hype? In each of these side hustles, I was looking for these 3 things. 1 was speed. How fast can I make my first dollar? 2nd, simplicity. Can I do it without complex technical skills or not? 3rd, scalability. Can I actually take this forward someday? Some of these were cringe, some of these were really fun, and some of these taught me lessons for life. So let's start with the ones that I could not succeed at. First one is UGC content creation. So what you do in this is you create short form content for brands and you try to show how you experienced using those products. Some leads, but nobody was really willing to pay, and there was a lot of requests for barter types of collabs in which they don't pay you but they give you their product or service. Second was affiliate marketing. I've heard a lot about this, honestly. So I tried promoting tools that I actually do use already, and I got a few clicks here and there, few orders here and there by other people, but it was not anything reliable that I could earn from. I think it's a slow game and it takes a lot of trust on you and also a lot of following. The third one was selling ebooks, and we hear so many people doing it. Every second Instagram page is telling you to do these. Well, I launched one around freelancing and I kept it for a small amount, but people were not willing to pay for it. Turns out people want live access and not just static information. Fourth one, a risky one, some crypto side bets. I put in some extra money and try to keep an eye on the crypto gains and try to see if I could make some money out of it. But considering so much money that goes into the taxes itself, especially being an Indian, I just gave up on that. The next one was LinkedIn growth. I thought because LinkedIn is full of highly qualified people and the audience there is pretty high quality, I thought I could do something with my 17,000 followers. So I grew my profile, I posted, but no monetization yet. Great for visibility and credibility, but there is no direct thing that I could get out of my LinkedIn following. 6th one, right here in front of you, a YouTube channel. Well, still building, 0 rupees, 0 collabs here yet, but I still believe that I could do something here. And maybe you can show some of your love and support me. The 7th one that I tried was the survey sites. And yes, I actually tried it. I tried 2 sites called Capterra and G2. And honestly, it's a waste of time. Because all of these offers that come in are pretty seasonal and they'll give you small dollars like $10 or $5 gift cards sometimes, but it's gift cards, it's not actual cash. All of these taught me something, and maybe I was the one who was doing it all wrong, or maybe it was just a bad side hustle not trying worth, but I definitely learned a lot from this. So if you've tried anything out of these and actually succeeded in it, please do put it in the comments because I want to learn from you. Okay, so let's try to analyze the things that did work for me. And of course, I'll start with the first one, the best one, which is freelancing in project and product management. And I set up a profile on Upwork many months ago, almost years ago. And the first project was extremely difficult to crack. It was extremely difficult. But then eventually the recent projects that I've done, they get me over $4,000, $5,000 a month because I'm able to do a longer term engagement with them and take up more responsibilities as well. So these are a bit more technical because you need to know how softwares are developed, how they are shipped. So it was the skills that I acquired like before even starting it. What I did was I tried to package it into a freelancing format and I was able to give it to clients. So the big wins that I've had are, helping in streamlining operations and projects for my clients. And they've been mostly into education and healthcare sector. So I made sure that I am super clear about the niches I'm into, the areas where I can, show impact at their company, etc. So that helps. So if you have any skill, if you're able to package it in the freelancing format, it really helps. So I think the lesson out of this is you don't need to be like a really technical person in the room. You don't need even to be the smartest person in the room, but you need to know the problem that you'll end up solving, and you need to know whom you will do it for. Then the next one is the one that I've tried since the last year, which is my Instagram account, and that grew to more than 200,000 followers in 1 year. Yes, I know it's a lot, but I posted almost every day, and I think within the first 3 months itself, I crossed like 2-3,000 followers, and then it like took up really well. You know what worked there? Of course, I did trending reels and trending topics, but what I focused was on understanding who is going to watch my content, what are they going to get out of it, and how can I help them. If these are the people into, let's say, early 30s or late 20s, how can I help them? So I took up lessons from my own lifestyle, and I taught about how to grab remote jobs, how to make sure that your profile is packaged well, and how you could show it to potential employers and to potential clients. So now, how I earn from Instagram, it was not from directly Instagram, because Instagram does not pay you even if you are like super successful and if you have like more than 1 million followers. But what you could do is that you collaborate with brands and you help them reach the right target audience. So if their target audience aligns with yours, you are able to charge them, and you're able to create reels on their behalf with your face and then take it to your audience itself. And I think I was able to monetize that, and it did give me good money as well. So I think the takeaway here is definitely first focus on building trust of your audience on you. When you give them value, they look forward to what you have to speak and what you have to share, and that's how it happened with me on Instagram. And don't wait for the platform to pay you. There are more ways. There are like auxiliary ways that you can earn from them. So reach out to brands, be proactive, or if brands are reaching out to you, then just make sure that you have an eye on it and a clear way for them to reach out to you, like a nice email ID, etc. The third one that has been successful is the coaching and helping people one-to-one. So it could be that, people get stuck somewhere and they need somebody who has already gone through that stage. For example, I am already into remote work now, so people who are wanting to get into it, they struggle with the logistics of it, where to set up the accounting, how to make sure that you are reaching out to the right clients and to the right geography with the right profile. So they get stuck there, and I'm able to help them, and I could monetize that too. So of course, this depended a little bit upon Instagram itself, because on Instagram I had a following and it was easy to get people from there. But I would say that, because I had, let's say, visibility on platforms like Topmate and Super Profile, they also give you leads, they also give you visibility, and you can directly start earning from there if you have something which people want. So in this case, my clientele is primarily people who want to be freelancers, people who want to get into remote work, or people who are just in the journey where I have already been. All right, so getting to the point now, once you have some visibility, I think it gets even easier to make money out of it. So here this lesson is, try to think of things or situations which you have already passed, but there are other people who are struggling into it and whom you could give value. The fourth one that actually worked out was hosting online sessions. It was all remote, it was all online. All the people that I've found who attended it were also online itself. And instead of giving free tips only, I made sure that some exclusive interaction is also left for the online webinars. And in those webinars, I give them like the whole package of things that they would need to go through a certain stage. Again, very similar to what I was offering in coaching, but because not everybody is able to afford that one-to-one coaching, I was able to do group sessions as well, in which the ticket size is smaller, the amount that a person pays is smaller, but collectively, of course, because that thing can be scaled up, that's why I was able to earn from the multiple people who came in to attend it. And for this one, you can easily start earning if you can get a group of people for more than, let's say, 10, 20, 30 people. And if you solve a problem that other people are unable to solve, or it's very difficult to solve, let's say, by yourself, and you need a community, that's where these kind of webinars or group sessions are super helpful. I think the whole takeaway for me for all of this activity was to know that there are so many creative ways to do other things as well. They're not just conventional careers or even conventional methods to make money that we only see online. If you're a little creative and you're able to spot what kind of problem I could solve in any area, you could make money. And yes, I did exhaust my energy into some of the other ones which I could not work for me, but maybe I would be doing them wrongly, and maybe there are better ways to do it. And since I keep experimenting with the learnings and with the new tools and with the new roles in the market, make sure that you follow me on Instagram, because I'm doing a lot of webinars and a lot of information exchange, and I keep coming up with creative ways to make money online itself and to also sustain the remote job lifestyle. If you have any questions or you want me to try any other new online side hustles, make sure you comment below and I'll definitely try it out.